Hello, my name is Ava Jenkins. I am an oil painter and this is an instructional video about what I like to do to set up for my oil paintings. Now I will say that this is only a suggestion of what I find has suited me best for setting up for an oil painting. Of course, you may do it a different way. I'll also let you know that this is primarily for a portrait, so the colors are going to differ from what you may choose. And finally, I will say that this is just the materials that I like to set up. This is nothing about the process itself, if that's what you're looking for. So let's get started. First, this is the board I have to paint on top of, and this is the paper I have. This is specifically paper for oil painting, so it's a little bit heavier and it's got the texture of a canvas. I find that it's really good for just practice. Now this is the tape that I'll use to tape down the paper. If you're working with paper, this is just masking tape. You can find it pretty much anywhere. It's not too strong on the paper, so it won't rip it, but it will still keep the paper down. Next, I'll go into the tools that I use. This is for mixing the paint. This is just a paint spatula. These are the paint brushes I'll use. Since it's a portrait, I have a range of medium to small detail-oriented brushes. Next, I have just an old rag for oil paints that I've used. And then this is the little coaster I have for the paint thinner that I use for oil paint. This is specifically, it's very dirty because I like to reuse paint thinner as much as I can, but the brand I use, I believe, is Gamsol. The most important thing about setting up for an oil painting, though, that I find is mixing your paint ahead of time. This really helps you get started in the painting process itself. And keeps you from painting on top of your canvas, which tends to get pretty messy. So this is the palette that I use. I like to mix all of my paint on this palette. Obviously you can see a lot of my paints and colors are mixed already. And I have some squeezed out here, so I have them ready. And then let's get into the paints that I'll be using. If you are painting a portrait, I really recommend these colors. They give a wide range of specifically skin tones, and specifically warm tone skin tones. Of course, there's a lot more tones that you can do for skin colors, but this is what I like to do. I really like warm lighting, so these are the colors that I use. That will get you a really wide range, especially for just starting out in a painting. So if you're interested, this is raw umber. This is cadmium red light, this is yellow ochre, and this is titanium white. These four colors, when mixed together, will give you a really great range of, I think, are really great colors for skin tones and for a lot of things as well. I think they're just pretty colors when they're mixed. Now that's pretty much it for setting up. And I will give you one tip for setting up for a painting and just starting out. When you're first kind of sketching out a painting, what you can do, what I find is really great, is using this raw umber and put a very thin layer of this color using your paint thinner will help you block out those values, those really dark values and those really light lights that will help guide you through the rest of the painting. I hope that this has helped you in any way possible, and thank you for watching.